Whoa! Go! Ja! there's some here. Still picking. Oh well. Hmm. What the hell? And what's with the... Oh. Oh, this is the dog. I should have used the dog.
Fucking what? This? Robbing people? Are you out of your mind?
Okay.
What else are you going to do?
Bandits.
Toil in the fields? Don't know. Maybe I'll go back to the smithy. It's a trap! Well, I'll help you out! Show what you're made of! Ha! Show your stuff!
Boy. Nice, it seems. are you?
Hey, you! Stop! You won't be telling anyone. I'll make sure of that. Awaits!
I know about. Hmm? Yes. Ooh. That's nice. Nails. DLC is it? $600. Ooh. What is it, boy? Noof.
tried everything, you know. It's hopeless. For God's sake, can't you be quiet even for a moment? I never gave up. I just wanted to get out of here. Don't you play games with me. You can count yourself lucky I'm tied up. What a stroke of luck. You turned up just at the right moment, lad.
What are you doing here?
Well, nothing much. I was standing around when someone decided to tie a tree to me. It's awful. Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever?
Would you be so kind?
Sure. Why not?
It's lucky you happened to pass by when you did, lad. I hate to think what beasts might be lurking in that forest. I'm, watching your back, friend. You can count on that. Man against wild beast. That would make a painting. Don't let them bite you. Untie me, please. It's not easy to talk with my hands bound. Could you please untie me? It's not easy to talk with my hands bound. Could you please untie me? Oh, thank you, lad. I'd like to embrace you now that I finally can.
That's all right.
What do they call you?
Henry of Scales. And you are...
Magister Voiticus ex Aridus. A pleasure to meet you, Henry.
It's a pleasure.
For me too, friend. More and more so.
Listen, you, Voity...
You know what? Better call me Voiter. It'll be quicker.
So, what were you doing with that skull, Voiter? Was it my imagination, or were you talking to it?
Well, sometimes I just do that to sort out my thoughts. Better than talking to myself, don't you think?
There might be something to that. Just recently, I was talking to a ram.
I hope you were only talking.
Where did you actually get that skull?
Let's say it's my personal muse. It notices things I can't see, and tells me about them so I can paint them. I'm a painter, you see? And apart from a few unpleasant moments lately, I spend most of my time over there at the castle.
And you were looking for inspiration by the tree, or what?
Of course not. I ended up there partly because of my own curiosity, and partly, because of the rash nature of others.
Do you always talk this vaguely?
Only when I'm trying to look imposing. You know, with my hands tied behind my back, I didn't make the best first impression, and I'd like to make up for it.
Believe it or not, I've had even stranger encounters.
Really? Then you have to tell me about them, but preferably another time and place.
So what is your name then? Voita, or that Voity something?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to and where. But for you, I'm simply Voiter. Nothing else is worth mentioning, or appropriate to say.
So you work at Trotsky? What exactly do you do there?
What would a painter do? With brush and paint, I bring beauty to where there was only emptiness. In short, pretty much everything. Restoring the murals and the banquet hall, a few new shields for the castle garrison, and mostly decorating parchments. My opus magnum still awaits me. Only time will tell what that will be, but hopefully it will reward my years of toil.
All right. So what exactly happened to you? And try to make it clear.
They nearly shot me, then beat me up, and finally tied me to a tree. That's what happened.
You know what? Tell me the whole story nicely from the beginning.
Actually, this whole day got off to a bad start. I went for a walk to Slatigo. The scenery there is lovely, and I needed to clear my head a bit. But imagine, an arrow almost hit me. These two fellows had set up an archery range among the trees, but they somehow failed to notice they were next to the road. By way of apology, they invited me over, gave me a bit of wine to calm my nerves, and one of them offered to play dice. But he seemed to win suspiciously often, if you get what I mean. I noticed he was secretly turning the dice, and naturally, I got angry. But instead of apologizing, he started shouting at me, and his mate whacked me over the head with a stick. And then I woke up here.
Where exactly did all this happen?
Like I said, at the crossroads north of Slatigo. Those two had set up camp among the trees, right next to the path.
Well, you're pretty lucky you survived at all.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all thanks to you, my friend.
Don't mention it. I was happy to help you.
Really? Then maybe you could help me one more time. It certainly wouldn't be for free.
And what exactly am I supposed to help you with?
Leaving me here for the wolves apparently wasn't enough for those two. They robbed me as well. Just look around.
Can you even tell if something's missing in this mess?
Yes, my dice, and especially my set of brushes. I could live without the dice, but I can't paint with chicken feathers.
All right. I'll make damn sure those two give everything back.
Thank you so much. But if I may ask, try to persuade them by words, not by the sword.
Am I really supposed to ask them nicely? You don't expect that to work, do you?
There are already too many killers in this land. We don't need another.
All right, then. I'll go and look around for your thieves.
Thank you. I'll head back to the castle for now and think of a way to repay you for all of this. You'll find me in the loft, in the tower called the Crone. But first, I'll tidy up here a bit, and most importantly, finally have a sit-down. You know, I was standing tied to that tree for quite a while, and these legs of mine aren't the youngest anymore.
What is it, Mutt?
out today. Hope it lasts. My God, that looks like a bloody expensive wall.
Gah!
If I bump into him, I'll be sure to tell him to come and see you. He'd better. Otherwise, I'll have the catballs look for him.
Maybe he just popped out and will be right back.
He has no business popping out. Hasn't worked for you. Told him.
Do you think I can't tell when you're... Watch out, someone's here.
Who are you then?
Clovis. They call me Four-Leaf Clovis on account of my luck. Why do you ask?
Who is this mate of yours?
That's Ura, but folk call him Hawkeye.
Ah, right. Because he's good with a bow, eh?
Exactly. Try a hand against him if you want, but you'll likely walk away a few groschen lighter.
How do you and Ura know each other?
I play dice, he shoots arrows, so we stick together. Every village has someone who tries their luck against us, but most of them leave a few groschen poorer. So, unless you're planning on losing some coin too, don't hang around here too long.
Do you remember the painter, Voita? I'm here for his things.
What? I don't know no Voiter, let alone no painter.
Really? I found him tied to a tree under Trotsky. He said you took his brushes and some dice?
That's a nice story, but I'm telling you, I ain't got no idea what you're talking about.
You better spit it out now. Without teeth, you won't be able to speak clearly.
All right, just calm down. I'm not getting beaten up over that lunatic. It's all his own fault anyway.
What really happened between you and him?
Well, Ura mistook him for a deer. Shame he missed.
And then?
He was a bit shaken, so we invited him over here. Only that crackpot started spouting all kinds of weird nonsense. And then there's that skull of his. Tell me, who in their right mind carries a human skull around? Well, you know how it ended. He got a beating and ended up by the tree, where you found him.
Didn't occur to you he could have died tied to that tree? You'd have a murder on your hands.
Oh, don't exaggerate. We dragged him all that way on purpose so he'd be clearly visible from the castle. He was perfectly fine when you found him, wasn't he?
I suppose. But apart from me, he was also found by a couple of wolves. If I hadn't been there, he'd be painting all the saints in heaven now.
See? That rascal's got some luck. Must be the devil helping him, mark my words.
Where are the painter's things?
We divvied them up. I was in need of some new dice. Ura wanted the skull, but I talked him into taking the brushes instead. And a good thing too. I never want to see that grinning monstrosity again.
Can I take those dice?
Hang on! Just like that? Do you even know what I had to do to get them?
Whack someone over the head with a stick?
Exactly. So, what will you give me for them?
How about we play for them? Dice acquired by unfair means only bring bad luck anyway. But you probably know that best of all.
All right, fine. At least I know you won't cheat. We each play with our own dice, and the winner takes the unlucky ones.
I'll check how much I have on me. Here are my groschen. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad. That's as far as I go. It's yours. If I threw like that, I wouldn't play at all. These ones here... That'll do me. Roll.
Six.
And you look like you can't count to 5.
Loaded again.
Here. Like this. Damn! Shit!
I should get going.
My God, by thunder! If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd say there's some devilry at play.
No devilry here. Just a sign that you should hand over those dice to me. Maybe then your luck will come back.
Here you go. May the painter choke on them.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
Right here? Oh, me and Clovis have a sort of temporary home here. I'm Ura. Ura Hawkeye. And you are?
Henry of Scalitz.
Hey, Henry, have you ever tried popinjay shooting? If you've got your own bow and a few groschen, we can start any time.
Is it just me? Or do you not seem too fond of that nickname?
Not really. Four Leaf came up with his and insisted I needed one too. Well, so I'm Hawkeye. Not the greatest, right? But I never thought up nothing better, so I'm stuck with it.
How about Ura Falcon? It's shorter and fitting.
Oh, every half-blind fool calls himself Falcon. I'd rather stick with Hawkeye.
I'm here for those brushes you stole.
What brushes?
Now, don't bother denying it. Clovis has already spilled everything.
Oh, and he was the one telling me to keep my mouth shut. Said we'd be rid of that madman.
Why did you beat up Voita like that?
Well, it was mostly Clovis, although I nearly hit him with an arrow first.
I heard that part already. What happened next?
Well, we brought him here, but then he started saying all this strange shit. He had a skull with him, like a real human skull. He wouldn't let go of it. And I honestly couldn't tell if he was talking to us or to it. So I asked him what he was up to. And he says this skull sees things he can't see and tells him stuff.
What exactly did the skull reveal to him?
Like, it said I looked like some captain from Colleen who sired a lot of bastards. So I might be his son. And it's true I'm from Colleen, and I never knew my pa. Only the captain's brother, he said, is hunting down those bastards and killing them so they can't claim any inheritance rights.
And you believed him?
It was really convincing, I'm telling you. When that fella talked about all them murders, I felt like the Grim Reaper was breathing down my neck. He would have told me more. But then Clovis hit him with that stick, because he saw how shaken I was. And you know the rest.
Well, that's quite the tale, but you could have kept it to yourself. Voita told me what really happened. You played dice with him, and when he caught you cheating, you beat him up and robbed him.
Horse shit, I'm telling you, it's all that bloke's fault. Not a bloke, more like some kind of warlock.
Clovis said you have the painter's brushes. Will you give them back?
Look, I'd love to, but how can I put it? This whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter? Maybe you're just here to rob us of what we honestly...
Honestly stole?
Doesn't matter anymore. The brushes are mine, and that's that.
Let fate decide if they should stay with you. Are you really as good an archer as you claim?
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match. I'll wager the brushes, you put up a nice pile of groschen, and the winner takes all.
Damn. I don't have a bow on me.
Well, get one yourself. I ain't lending you one.
Good guess. But don't. Interesting. Okay.
You silly doggy.
Quick!
Whoa!
What's that you got?
Well, why not? Can I pet you?
Good boy. Good boy. Go!
Ooh, that's nice. The back. Right.
Go! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, God. He looks terrible. Why does he have a flute in his ear? But they didn't take anything from him.
Good beer.
God!
Yep, that's amazing. The apple orchard. Okay. Is all the way? No.
Go! God! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Courage.
I challenge you to a shooting match. You wager the brushes, and I'll put up groschen. What do you say?
I accept. Got everything you need?
I'll check if I have enough coin. All right, here you go. Let's do this.
Attention! And loose!
Watch and learn. Down you go. Well, I'll be. You beat me. But I admit it was a fine win. Here you go. The brushes are yours.
Someone's been pampering.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa! Whoa!
bless.
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
I'm certain you know a few tricks with a sword. I'd like to learn them.
Yes. I learned from the Prague master Lamprecht, and a sword has saved my life a few times. Let's get started. This will take some time.
Greetings, friend.
And
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to hear how things work at the university in Prague. Are the studies hard?
Well, it's not easy, but once you get a degree, you don't have to worry about your livelihood. Look, I'll give you a bit of advice on how things work out there in the world.
Jesus Christ be praised. You. Greetings to you too.
Once more, then.
God bless you.
My word. This is a nice workshop. I've never seen one quite like it.
It's very modest. But if you're interested in the craft, feel free to look around. Just be careful not to get paint on yourself, or tread on a cat's tail.
I'm interested in craftsmanship, but a different kind. I'm a blacksmith.
Well, then we've got something in common, don't we? We both create beauty out of nothing, and we both get awfully grubby doing it. You'll have to show me what you forge sometime.
I've got the stuff they stole from you.
You must have been sent by God himself. Thank you.
It's nothing. But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those two what happened, and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange. What actually happened?
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
All right. I reckon I should trust the one who ended up tied to a tree, rather than those who tied him up.
I see it exactly the same way. Tell me, how did things end with those two? Did you settle things peacefully?
Yes. Both of them are alive and well.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks again for your help. And don't think I'm going to express my gratitude only in words. I promised you a reward, and you'll get it. Here, take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble. And to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not just them. You know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful reward.
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that. And it's got no eyes.
That's a really nice reward. Thank you.
If you want, we can get started right away. What do you say?
Creaky, and I keep getting splinters from it. Nowhere. I made it myself. You? Don't lie. Where would you...
I'm curious what you'll paint on that shield. What can I choose from?
Whatever you like that my paints and skills suffice for. First, tell me if you want an open ground, or if you'd like the shield halved, or quartered, or maybe have chevrons. Then we'll decide together on the colours of the individual parts. And to finish it, I can even paint some figure there, like Lord von Berghoff has his winged fish. Watch out, though. It won't make a noble like him out of you. And if it turns out you don't like it, we can always start again.
Why are you painting here in Trotsky, of all places?
Because I can. An artist goes where the work is. They don't get to choose. One day you're decorating a cathedral, the next you're illustrating letters.
I thought monks in monasteries did that kind of work.
And you'd be right. Well, mostly. A monk will illustrate a book for you, but nobles and clerks are more interested in letters and contracts. Every year they have stacks of them written, and they all have to be nicely decorated.
Do you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough yet?
I simply like being useful. That's all.
Really? There aren't many people like that. Tell me, Henry, do you believe in signs?
I don't believe in that. It's just old wives' tales.
Really? And the fact that you saved me must have been an unbelievably lucky coincidence.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and meaningful. Something that would remain after I'm gone, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter lived here.
I don't know. I don't know many painters by name.
No? What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the Parlour Workshop.
Well, all of those are more like exceptions, aren't they?
And that's exactly what I want to change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would be enough to make me one of the greats. And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve as my inspiration. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my life's work.
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word of the Lord. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their idols? And they say that such a place can still be found in this region, a shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped in ancient times. Have you heard of him?
Sounds familiar. I think I saw that name in a book once. Something to do with cattle, or something like that.
Excellent, Henry. Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of cattle. He looks like an ordinary man, but he's got horns on his head, so people sometimes mistake him for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you help me find his shrine?
Why are you interested in things like this? You're not... you know...
A pagan? A madman? Or perhaps the devil himself? Who knows?
very droll. How do you even know that such a place exists here?
It told me. That is, I heard about it from the locals. Around Trotsky, there are still plenty of pagan sites. Maybe you've noticed them too, have you? Not that I'd think anyone still prays at them, but they're here.
All right, I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Go to Vidlak Pond, north of Takov, and talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles away. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She should know something about the shrine.
Are you sure the old woman knows anything about the shrine or Veles?
Absolutely. I've walked around Vidlak myself. There's a place on the hill above the pond that's called the Witch's Grove. I thought I'd find the shrine there, but unfortunately not. No horned head. So I asked the fishermen and tanners down below and found this Kvitislava. But getting anything out of her is no easy task.
Didn't she want to talk to you?
Well, she wanted to, sure. But her memory isn't what it used to be. First, she mistook me for her husband. Then her grandmother. Then she tried to feed me garlic soup. And finally, sent me off into some swamp.
Where did you say I could find this Kviatoslava?
West of Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly turned my stomach inside out.
Peaceful night and a perfect end. Amen.
Yes.
God bless. Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I came to tell you I found Nikvard.
Uh?
Well, he's dead. He overestimated his strength on his little excursion.
I won't lie. I'm so relieved. Thanks for stopping by.
Good boy. Good boy.
This horse must have cost... Well-aged mutton in black sauce.
Look, just drop it, will you? Gossiping about it won't do
God
anyone
be with
any
you.
good.
You think I'll...
I'll have a look at your wares.
Happy to be of service. Nobody finds out.
Here you go.
Well,
Take it.
doesn't seem too bad.
Aye, aye. You silly doggy.
You have a kind master, eh?
mind, Master. Eh? Much?
Hmm?